everybody, it's Sally. Welcome to day 10 of Greenlight Your Day, Greenlight the Day, and I'm going to greenlight my day, reintroducing an important Brené Brown concept from The Gift of Imperfection that spoke to me and blew my mind a few months ago when I read it the first time. I spent a lot of time with this thought, and I wanted to share it with you because I think it's really important. Brené writes, this is her talking about when she was doing her research for this book and research for some study she was doing. One of the biggest surprises in this research was learning that fitting in and belonging are not the same thing. And in fact, fitting in gets in the way of belonging. Fitting in is about assessing a situation and becoming who you need to be accepted. Belonging, on the other hand, doesn't require us to change. It doesn't require us to change who we are. It requires us to be who we are. End quote. Do you see the difference? How often have we run desperate to be accepted? We just want to be accepted because then that would reflect that we were good enough. Well, that's the first thing we've got wrong, right? Because I talked about that yesterday. You are good enough, just as you are. You are more than enough. You are more than good enough. You are more than enough. You are more than sufficient to be here, to take up space, to live joyfully, to live out loud, to make a difference. You are more than enough right this minute. Not 10 pounds down, not after you get a new job, not after you get a husband. You're more than enough right now, this minute. So, why, if you're more than enough, do you feel like you need to change who you are to be accepted? How often do we do it and don't even realize we're doing it? We're going into a new social situation and you just so want it to work out that you're willing to stuff down a little of who you really are and hedge your bets and be what you think people want you to be so that you'll invite you back the next time. Then you're stuck because then you have to be somebody you're really not whenever you're in a relationship with those people. Or they might reject you because you're different than you were when you first presented your face to me. Well, we know we all get to know each other a little better. I mean, the first time in a room, it is not exactly like you know everybody so well that it's just an immediate love fest. However, belonging is what you want. And belonging, the hard part of belonging is stepping up to the plate and being authentically, transparently, strong in your own self-understanding of who you are and what you bring to the party, you. You don't have to be anybody different because who you are is rocking. Sit and spend some time telling yourself, if you were a separate person looking at yourself and say, I really like you, and this is what I like about you. Don't think about it as you're talking to yourself. You put yourself over there. The more things you know that there are reasons that you are a wonderful, terrific, fabulous person that everyone should want to have in their lives, is how you stand strong in being authentically who you are. That doesn't mean you puff up and put on airs. It means you're authentic, you're transparent. People see you're accessible, you're real, you're genuine, but you know who you are. So there's no quibbling about drifting this way or that way to get people to like you or to make the right impression. Be who you are. And you will make the right impression. Be who you are, and the place that you have of true belonging will be very apparent to you. Because really, that's what we want. We don't want to fit in. We want to belong. Now, when I first came here, I tried really hard to fit in. I will not lie. I was scared. All new people, Americans, people I'd never met. New work situation, new social situation, and I felt pretty confident, of coming off my high of the weight loss and all my friends, YouTube, Facebook, people make me feel like I'm something special. I wasn't anything special to these people, I can tell you right now. And I wasn't confident enough to let my light shine. And so those things never really fared well for me. So after the first year of trying to figure out why I still didn't fit in, then I did the Brené study. And then I found another set of people. Now, I felt like I fit in with the Ramblers, of all things, the Ramblers. They didn't know me from Adam. They're a different culture. But I was so joyous to be there. And they they just appreciated me for who I was. That's what you want to look for, folks. When you go out into the world and there's people, just a few people, one person who gets who you are, and there's that connection. That's being authentic. That's belonging. You don't want to twist yourself inside out like a pretzel to try to fit in. And so the next time you're in any kind of new situation, I want you to stop and really ask yourself, am I changing who I am to make sure that they like me and ask me back the next time? Or are you just going to be your purely lovely self? Doesn't mean you're confrontational or get up people's noses. That's not what it means by being yourself. It means you know who you are, and you know what your parameters are, and you know what your boundaries are, your healthy boundaries are, and you don't lay those down just to please someone you don't hardly even know. Remember, you're worth it. So, I guess that's where I'm going to leave it today. Difference between fitting in and belonging. We really want to belong, and we deserve to belong. And the right people out there, where we belong, will present themselves. You just have to go out and look. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace out.